I'd like to give you an official welcome. We've been kind of chatting up here for a few minutes, but welcome to TerraNichol Academy of the Arts. My name is Michelle Messier. I'm the Educational Program Director here, and you've met Miss Tara Tominelli, the founder. She's going to be the lady behind the camera today. We're excited to show you a unique look at our school and offer you some insight into the Reggio Emilia approach as we have our journey through our learning labs today. This is only our second live Facebook tour, so please bear with us as we continue to work out all the kinks that may occur along the way. We begin here in our rock room. It was named by some of our alumni students when we first moved into this building in 2010 because of its organic rock wall there. The area is a beautiful welcome area for the students, for the parents, and for any community guests that come along our way. Upon bringing students to school, parents are invited to have a hot cup of coffee or a warm tea or even some water biscotti before heading out on your busy day. You'll be invited to help yourself with that at the end of our tour as well. Behind me here, we also have our TerraNichol eco-friendly school store. We have all of these eco-friendly products available to you. You can shop them at any time, and it's also available to shop on our school website as well. We like to encourage families and hopefully inspire them to live an eco-healthy lifestyle. At the end of our tour, you can, browse some more over there if you'd like to. Our campus, as I'm sure you noticed, is a secure campus. Every parent is given a parent-only access code, and it's actually video monitored entry. So we can see everybody who enters before they do so. As well as our playscape being completely fenced in. So it's always safety first with us. I'd like to tell you a bit about our founder. She's gonna feel weird that I'm talking about her with her here, but that's okay. She has worked in a variety of settings and a variety of developments, from special needs to gifted needs throughout her school career. She's been a Reggio teacher, a director, a visual and performing arts teacher, a consultant, and a playscape design consultant as well. And now a founder. It was always a dream of hers to open a preschool environment rich of possibilities, and in 2006 that dream became reality, lucky for us. And her passion was to make learning visible to not only the students but to everyone in the community who came to view the school. She has inspired her students to be creatini, which in Italian means creative children. The importance of this program for Miss Tara was to provide a school environment where children are allowed to grow, explore, develop, while encouraging their own individuality and meeting their own unique needs. A little bit about the Reggio approach. I know some of you have some familiarity with it, and some of you it may be new to you, but it began in a tiny little town in Italy called Reggio Emilia. And it focuses on the whole child as a learner. It values the child as being a capable initiator in the learning process and not just an empty vessel that we need to fill and push information into. It creates a working partnership in between the student, the teachers, the parents and family members, and encompasses the whole community as well. It recognizes the importance of free inquiry, exploration, and play. It embraces the learning environment as a third teacher. And as you go about your way through our learning labs today, I think you'll really see how important it is the environment plays such an important role with its materials and the way it's set up and its functionality and its beautifulness to the children. Reggio Emilia, one of the main components is, like I said before, to make learning visible. And as we start our journey through our welcome hallway, you're going to see some documentation panels, some project panels, and then we also do student portfolios for parents as well. You will see the core of the Reggio Emilia approach today, and as we're enjoying this experience, I ask you to just keep this quote in mind as we're walking about by Albert Einstein. Play is the most important form of research. We'll head this way just a little bit. hallway. It greets students and parents every morning. Their students have their own place to hang their personal belongings. We have collages about our teaching team members. And these are our first set of project panels that are ready. We're not quite open yet, but in a few weeks, we can't wait for this to be filled with all the students' work. Our first set of project panels is going to be based around our music appreciation, which students are going to be learning about the genre of classical music. But we're taking it on in a fun way through the story called I Know a Shy Fellow Who Swallowed a Cello. So they'll learn about some of the instruments and the components of classical music, and we can't wait for these boards to be filled with their ideas. If we can just step into that doorway into our Nido area.
No,
This
one right here.
is our Nido area.
Straight in front of you. Yeah.
And Nido, Italian means little nest. And so this set of learning labs was designed for students who work best in a small, intimate group setting. They will explore creative art, loose parts, dramatic play, literacy components, math, and fine motor and sensory, all while working in a small group setting. We'll just the train's a moving, friend. That's okay. Poke around. Take your time.
Oh, stop the pirates. We like water.
Are you taking it all in, Layla?
She loves it. She loves all this stuff. Like arts and crafts is her thing.
So you want to start early.
We'll just give everybody a second to. Hi! We have a new face jumping on.
This is Corinne.
Hi, Corinne. How are you? Nice to finally meet you. I feel like I know you. More documentation is present here in our story studio. This is where we put the students' artwork on display that is done in the Atelier Art Studio. We're all prepared for our first artist exploration of Paul Klee, and we are excited to explore his unique perspective of self-portraits. So soon this will be filled with all the student masterpieces as well. And we call this space the Story Studio because we feel that each piece of art tells a story about the child artist who created it and the child itself. So it speaks for itself. Parents love this area when they're dropping off in the morning. They stop and have a conversation about the child's artwork. It makes for a nice, nice kind way to discuss the artwork before you head off on your busy days. And we're going to venture outside to our outdoor playscape. I have to ask though that everybody stay with their parents, okay? For safety. Thank you. Yeah, everybody's always so surprised.
The mystery playscape.
I didn't know you had all this property.
It's
Magic.
designed out of the here allows students to engage in a multitude of experiences. Many of our parents have called it a wonderland, and we tend to agree with them. Yes, you can have a party. The teaching team brings the learning labs outside and creates an area with math and science, discovery, literacy components, creative art, sensory play, all, outside as well. Our program is unique because we have our outdoor stage, we have a large construction area for students to build, we have an embedded boat for sand play, our beautiful garden houses, and most of the materials here are made of either upcycled or recycled or reused materials to tie in with our eco curriculum here as well. Our new water wall and music and fine motor wall, almost everything you see on there was something upcycled from a past project that is just re-inspired. We are going to take a little stroll through Eco Village while I talk about our curriculum a little bit more. Our Eco Village and School Garden enhances our eco-friendly curriculum. Students are taught about sustainability, composting, reducing, reusing, recycling through our gardening program. Our garden was put to sleep for the summer. It had to take a little rest, and we're excited for it to wake up again in late fall. We had such a successful garden last year. It was amazing. We'll come through. This is what we call Eco Village. It's like being on a nature hunt. You can pretend that you're walking through the forest. Now there's a door. I think Bodie likes this area.
This is always a popular
It
one.
always This is our large construction area. It's perfect for students to build, create, design, and construct using a wide variety of materials. Students are gaining spatial awareness, math skills, fine motor developments, and social skills as they work together to build a town, a community, an airport. Last year they built a whole tower all the way up to the ceiling for 4 days. They were
Yes,
so
I was
proud
on
of
a ladder for 4 days.
Another important component to the Reggio philosophy is incorporating skills and concepts with lights and shadow and reflection. So that's why you see our light tables and our projection screen throughout the building so that we can incorporate those skills as well. Loose part exploration is visible not only here but throughout the entire learning labs, where students are allowed to see and to wonder, feel, and inquire about the materials. The materials may be common materials or sometimes uncommon materials as well. They are allowed to explore open-endedly, ask questions, come up with their own hypotheses and theories, and the teacher's job is to facilitate those experiences by asking more in-depth questions, opening up to critical thinking skills. The Atelier, the art studio behind us, is a space of wonder and creativity, often focusing on a particular artist, but like it is set up today for doing self-portraits, but sometimes open-ended art as well. Lots of textile art happens in the art studio, whether it be collaging or weaving or tapestry. You'll see a piece of our tapestry on the wall that the student did. Students are artists, and they're encouraged to see life through their own set of eyes, making each piece as unique as they are themselves. If I can just ask you to go through that door behind you and head towards the left.
Okay.
Thank you.
Coming up.
Another beautiful set of learning labs. The nice part about our program is that it's all open, so it's free exploration in all the areas. Literacy group circle and small group circle are an important part of our curriculum here at TerraNichol Academy. Students are engaged in focused literacy groups that may include poems or finger plays, flannel stories, or an audiobook, building language and literacy skills. We begin each day with what we call a morning meeting and end each day with an ending meeting. Reflection is a huge part of the Reggio process, and the students are engaged in that every day, as well as planning for themselves as well. And it's nice because involving the students allows the teaching team to know where projects need to go from there. Do they have a greater interest in it? Should we extend the project? Last year there was a bird's nest on the playscape, and it had 2 baby birds in it. Definitely wasn't something we could have planned for because we had no idea that was going to happen, but it became this month-long project of observing the bird's nest, taking care of the baby birds, allowing the baby birds to have freedom when they eventually, ventured out of the nest, and they were mockingjays, so it was a lot of fun. It was a great learning experience for them. We are going to head to our writing workshop area. Our program has a unique feature of our enrichment workshops, which include Zumba, yoga, art appreciation, music appreciation, creative dance and creative movement, culinary arts, Spanish and Italian, and eco-village. So when students are, say, playing in dramatic play like we saw set up over there, they may pretend to work at an Italian bistro, or like it's set up now, they can shop at a local market, and they're encouraged to use their Spanish and Italian words or any other languages that sometimes they come to us already knowing while they're in their play experiences as well. The writing workshop is always an area of self-expression. Students participate in multiple levels. It just depends on where they are developmentally. It's the teacher's job to facilitate the experience so that every child is allowed to participate in a way that they feel most comfortable and that they're successful in. So they could be sketching a picture and dictating their ideas to a teacher. They might already have some pre-writing skills and writing some of their words or their name on their own. They maybe just be exploring with letter magnets at this stage. So it happens on all different levels, and that is the reason for so many multitudes of materials in this area for them. Behind us, we have our discovery area. Again, always a very busy place. Tinkering, sculpting, splashing, pouring, cutting, shaping, the list is endless as students explore with all these materials here. An important stepping stone for fine motor development and later writing abilities. The learning lab is always full of the sweet scents of essential oils while they're playing with Play-Doh or scented water play. It's always a very busy area down here. And that's our sweet Stella bunny. She's our rescue bunny. About 2 years we've had her now. She grew from a tiny little bunny to this happy bunny she is now.
Happy chubby bunny.
The kids love her. She has a little play yard outside as well that she runs around in. And then we also have Valentino, our pet therapy dog. He's not here today, but you'll see his sweet face around here as well. And the rabbit has them.
Yes. The animals always draw them in.
I'll just talk to the parents at this point.
She's probably thrilled to have the attention because it's been so quiet around here over the summer.
Well, as we conclude our tour, I'd like to thank you all for tagging along. As we talked about our environment, we could talk about it all day, but we won't keep you all day. Our school is for students 18 months through first grade. And we encourage you, if you haven't already, to visit our school website at www.TerraNichol.com. You can learn more about our teaching team there, about the community and alumni, as well as more curriculum information. Our school store is there as well, so there's lots of information to be had. You will also see our admissions procedure there. Because we are a very small family-oriented school, parents need to be proactive with the admissions process. So if you haven't already, you'll want to go there and submit your letter of intent and application.
We're very easily excited family.
Aw, he loves her. You can also follow us on Twitter, like us on our Facebook fan page. We try to be easy accessible. If you have any other questions, please feel free to reach us through our email, TerraNichoLacademy@gmail.com, or you can always reach us during our office administrative hours, 1:15 to 4:15 by phone. We would love to answer any questions you have. I do know that we just have a few packets to hand out and things, and I'd like you to have an opportunity to have a coffee or tea or water